What if I told you that in a world obsessed with spending, the smartest move I made in 2025 was to stop? No new shoes, no impulse Amazon buys, no weekend treat yourself runs to the mall. Nothing but the essentials. In a society that constantly whispers, more is better, I went against the grain. I unplugged, I downsized, and I reclaimed control. This is the story of my no-buy year and how it reprogrammed my brain, rebuilt my bank account, and gave me a kind of freedom no receipt ever could. If you're tired of chasing dopamine through your debit card, this one's for you. It started with clutter, not just physical clutter, but digital, emotional, financial. I was subscribed to everything. Clothes in my closet still had tags. My screen time was pushing 8 hours a day. Half of that spent looking at things I didn't need. Then one day, while scrolling through a luxury watch I couldn't afford, I asked myself, when did buying stuff become my only hobby? That night, I journaled 3 words: no buy, year. I didn't fully know what it meant, but I knew I needed a detox from consumption, from marketing, from chasing validation. I didn't want to go full monk mode right away, so I created a system, something realistic. Here were my core rules. What's allowed: groceries, rent, and bills, basic toiletries, medical needs, transportation. What's not allowed: fast fashion, impulse tech subscriptions. I didn't use weekly. Takeout unless I was traveling. No new decor, gadgets, or treats. And a bonus rule: before buying anything, I had to wait 30 days. If I still wanted it after 30 days, it was worth a second look. Spoiler alert, 95% of those wants disappeared. The beginning was brutal. Every sale notification felt like a personal attack. Every scroll on Instagram was a reminder of what I could have had. But week by week, the cravings faded. I started logging what I almost bought and why. Turns out, I spent most when I was tired, bored, stressed, feeling left out. So I replaced the urge with small rituals: walking, reading, calling friends, drinking tea like I was some kind of spiritual monk. And slowly, a shift happened. Instead of saying, I can't buy this, I started saying, I don't need this. That's power. Let's be real. Money isn't just numbers. It's emotions with receipts. Every dollar I spent told a story. I deserve this. I want to fit in. I need to feel something. The algorithm knows this. Ads aren't just selling products. They're selling identity, status, belonging. But what happens when you stop buying the narrative? You remember who you are. I stopped buying for aesthetics and started investing in alignment. Suddenly, I wasn't just decluttering my home. I was decluttering my mind. And that clarity, it's addicting. Let's talk numbers. In the first 6 months, I slashed my monthly spending by 68%. No budget spreadsheets, no coupon hacks, just stopping. I built an emergency fund. I started investing. I even threw some money into crypto and dividend stocks for long-term passive income. For the first time, my money wasn't leaking through lifestyle inflation. It was stacking, quietly, steadily. Every skipped impulse became a future asset. I realized getting rich isn't about how much you make. It's about how little you let leak. But this journey wasn't just financial, it was spiritual. I found joy in simplicity, peace in repetition, and purpose in pause. I read over 20 books that year, I journaled more than I ever had, and I got real about what actually mattered. Not my shoe collection, not my follower count, but my character, my focus, my self-trust. By removing the noise, I could finally hear myself. And the biggest revelation? I am not what I own. I am what I build. The slip-ups, the lessons. Now, look, was I perfect? Absolutely not. I cracked on month 7 and bought a new pair of headphones after my old ones broke. I had 3 cheat days with takeout, and I kept Netflix, because let's be real, I needed something during laundry. But I tracked those slips without guilt, because this wasn't about perfection. It was about awareness. Every misstep showed me what I valued and what I didn't. This challenge wasn't a punishment. It was a reintroduction in myself. The real flex isn't designer, it's discipline. It's not about having the newest thing. It's about not needing anything new to feel whole. I started the year thinking I was depriving myself. I ended the year realizing I had more than I ever needed. Minimalism isn't about owning nothing. It's about being owned by nothing. So if you're watching this thinking, could I do this? Start small. 1 week of no spend. 1 category to cut. 1 drawer to clean. Then scale. Because once you realize your peace can't be bought, you stop selling your time to buy more stuff. And that, my friends, is what turning survival money into sovereign money looks like. If this message hit home, hit like. If you're ready to reclaim your mind and your money, subscribe. And tell me in the comments, what's the one thing you stopped buying that gave you back your power? This is Dynasty Protocol. Stay sharp. Stay sovereign. And I'll see you in the next one.